Hey, what's up, Couch Potatoes? It's been a long time, but we are officially back. It's been just a ton of things happen, guys. You know, the holidays and all that stuff. And school, we were doing a house remodel and all that stuff. Wanted to get some new equipment and stuff, so we're ready to get back into this. So, wife, how are you?
I'm good.
You
I'm
good?
good. I'm excited. I have lots of fun things we were able to watch while doing renovations, getting through the holiday, ending the school year, and
Yeah,
I
just general
would love
life
to share
stuff.
thoughts.
Yeah, it's exciting. We haven't stopped watching, things, so we'll have plenty to talk about. We kind of want to do an episode to kind of catch up. But the last thing we did was for spooky season, I think back in October. I think the last video we did was for The Vanishing, which is exactly a great swan song, I don't think, since we thought the movie was fine.
Yeah.
Or whatever. But yeah, lots of fun things that we've done in that time. I know that she particularly wants to talk about Shogun. We watched all of Shogun.
So much to say.
Watching Dark Matter right now. We started Three Body Problem. You're doing a first watch and a rewatch of me with The Sopranos. I think there's probably several movies that we could probably talk about.
I definitely want to talk about Fallout because that was...
Fallout, yeah. Call Out with the Fallout, Back to Me. Yeah, that's good stuff. Yeah, so I mean, lots of things that have been going on, but we kind of wanted to just touch base first and just kind of talk about what we're planning to do with not just post credits, but this channel overall on this kind of this soft reset here. And I know this is like the third soft reset I've had for this, guys. We actually have a plan now. We actually have a plan. So we're going to continue to improve this as it goes. So that all this stuff is very experimental. Like I said, I got a laptop to make this a lot easier for us to do on a regular basis. And the kids have both have VRs now, so they disappear for hours at a time. And I feel like we can actually do this now without I need a cup of water and stuff like in the middle of it. So, that's fun things.
They'll still need a cup of water.
Yeah, so something else we were talking about doing is just kind of like doing like a weekly roundup of like all the like media news, like movies and music and games and stuff like that. Just kind of like all the big news that's kind of going on and kind of just do like something like that weekly. So I think that could be something we do to try to keep things consistent here. But really it's just anything that we watch, we'll talk about. I've got some plans for some things to do on my own, of course, some things that I used to do. If someone wants me to do, show off my sneaker collection, things like that. I mean, that could be fun things, I think. That's really what this channel was about, was to do things that weren't book related, really. But, I think it's going to be a little bit of bleed over in both of those. But
yeah.
Anything that's happened since October that you watched that you really enjoyed that we haven't mentioned yet? Is there anything you got?
I pulled out the Fallout. Let's see. Yeah. There was another one.
See, Shogun was real fun because I've read it and she hasn't. We're going to be doing weekly reactions to House of the Dragon, another one where I've read Fire and Blood and she has not because she's still mad at George R.R.
I hold the grudge.
Yeah, she holds all the grudges that I let go of earlier this year. It's my favorite fantasy series of all time, by the way. Finally, it passed Tolkien when I was doing a reread, yeah.
Oh, are we classifying Dune as sci-fi and not fantasy?
Yeah, correct.
Okay.
Correct. Okay. Yes, yeah.
The one we went over was Streets of Laredo, which I haven't read yet, and it's actually next on the docket for me when I get through this Writers Institute.
I think they made a mini series of every one of those. And they even made like a fan fiction one about Newt, which was hilarious. The thing is they said that he said the reason that he did what he did with Newt in Streets of Laredo is because he was pissed off that they made that mini series without his permission.
Fair enough. That's that's your.
How about that? So it's
creative content.
Those are made for TV movies, but they're still really enjoyable. I think.
Yeah.
Sure, they're probably not the biggest budget, and they change actors with every single one of them, but there's fun things there. But guys, if you haven't read Lonesome Dove or watched Lonesome Dove, do it now.
Do it. I don't feel like I spoiled or stopped myself from watching reading Streets of Laredo by watching. I am still looking forward to doing it, and I think I will enjoy the heck out of it.
Yeah, I asked her that before because I was like, I read Streets of Laredo, and I was like, do you want to watch the miniseries before you read it? Because we both watched the miniseries of Lonesome Dove before we read it, and I don't think it changed it. So what are some other things that we did over the time? Like you watched WrestleMania because you got to see The Rock. That was exciting, right? So
that was nice.
It's been a fun little recap here, I think, of just trying to think of all the things that we've done since last October.
Oh, I really wanted to do a Jolly Holidays movie check-in.
Yeah, well, we can save that for this Christmas. She had all these hot takes, guys, about what is and what is not a Christmas movie.
Somebody has hot takes, and
she doesn't accept Die Hard or Lethal Weapon, but yet she'll accept Harry Potter.
You don't either. You don't either. No, I do not accept Harry Potter.
Okay. All right.
By your own rules, you don't either.
What about games? We played any games that you want to talk about? We're going to play Hellblade. We're going to play Hellblade 2. So, yeah, we did play Senua since then. Hellblade, Senua's Sacrifice. So we got the new one on Game Pass, but we haven't started yet. Came out like a couple of days before we went on vacation. I was like, let's just wait. But I've heard it's like only like 5 hours long or something like that.
Yeah, then we can knock that out on
yeah.
Yeah.
So I got to play in
Weekend
Tomb
finish.
Raider, the old Tomb Raider games, because she used to like to watch me play Uncharted, but she said it had too much shooting for her. So I was like, well, the new Tomb Raider games are kind of similar, but it has a bow and arrow, and I think I could sell that too.
Whenever I play a Bethesda game, I'm always a wood elf, and I'm always stealth bow and arrow. Yeah. So that is my jam.
Yeah. So hey, you think Elder Scrolls 6 ever coming out?
Shh! Don't say these things. Don't say these things.
I thought Maddie Plays.
It.
He's an Xbox YouTuber I like. Maddie Plays because I feel like he's real fair.
We've watched. Yeah, we watched
he's pretty good, and he actually interviewed Todd Howard of Bethesda the other day, which like got to be huge for him. So that's amazing. It's like to feel like how it felt for me, like interviewing someone like Joe Abercrombie or something. It was like it's like wow, it's nothing I never could have imagined. But he actually did bring it up that it's been 6 years since they did the teaser for Elder Scrolls 6, which was just a landscape with a title card. It didn't even have a title. It was just Elder Scrolls 6. 6 years since the teaser. So.
I do know, and that's part of something I want to talk about when we talk about Fallout, is I think the push for Fallout will
So you think they're going to push Elder Scrolls back even more? Or?
No, I think it'll tag that along or speed that up.
See, I think they got that that Microsoft money now. I think they need to hire more people. That's what I think. Because 9-10 years between sequels is quite a long way.
Rough.
I mean, look, I'd rather they do it right. Don't get me wrong, but it's like I like Starfield, but it wasn't anything I'm going to be like, I got to play that again. Like where I sank like 500 hours in the Skyrim. I will never do that with Starfield.
The Elder Scrolls lore is, I'm here for it.
Yeah, so that and Fallout, man, I can play those all day and replay them.
Yes.
So it's got a lot of people that are being like, hey, should they have just said, screw Fallout, let's just make, or screw Starfield.
Elder Scrolls, yeah.
Let's just make another Fallout, and I think now that the success of that series, I bet they're kicking themselves a little bit because think how huge a Fallout release would be now.
Right.
Fallout 5.
I hear kids talking about it in my classroom. I had a couple kids who were watching maybe episode 2 behind me because I was like, don't tell me if you finished because we haven't finished yet. And they're like, I haven't finished either.
Yeah, so we're all over the place here. Just letting you guys know, we've got all kinds of stuff that we plan to talk about. We're going to get more consistent with it. And like I said, I think that like weekly roundup thing, not just of what we're watching, but just like going over news and things like that. Like everyone asks me like, hey, what do you think about the new Star Wars show? I ain't watching it, so I can't really talk about it. And for something like that, I can talk about maybe, hey, this is why I'm not watching it. I mean, if you've heard anything about the Acolyte guys, I think you know why most people aren't watching it. So it's pretty awful from what I've heard. You haven't even heard of it, have you? Yeah. Well, we didn't renew Disney Plus because, I don't know. Just, I don't know. There's other good things out there like Apple TV and HBO that really...
the Apple TV shows I'm loving the heck out of.
Yeah, no, like Severance. I need season 2 already. What the heck's going on over there? But again, this is very random, sporadic. So we'll have more of an actual, I don't want to say we actually have like notes or anything like that, but we'll have more structure when we actually do some of these things. Again, I just want to kind of touch base with you guys, let you know. Sorry about the delay. If you're still with us, thank you so much. I know it's been like, 7 months, I think, since we've done this. So, we're looking forward to getting back to it. So we've got lots of fun things to talk about, and we're going to do those very, very soon. So stay tuned, and we will talk to you then.